Talking about tackling age in Hollywood, and I'm not sure about
the old one's talking about.
So,
Ella, you're old.
who says I'm any older than you guys?
You're just the senior member of the group.
Senior, yeah. I'm just the wise one out of the four of us.
Hey everyone, welcome back to #Me4TV. This is Kai.
I'm Karlisha.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Ella, and this week we're talking about tackling age in Hollywood. So I feel like we've all kind of seen like Frances McDormand come out and say like, hey, this is what women my age look like, and she's just really pushing for Hollywood to, you know, take on board like people's genuine ages and not trying to look younger or be younger or, you know, be perceived as younger.
And people actually want to see that. They want like I would want the reality of what it's actually like.
Yeah, that's what our industry is meant to be, like telling real stories. And I think we don't need plastic surgery, we don't need to look younger, we don't need to be playing younger roles. But I still feel like it's quite prevalent. I've noticed in a lot of TV shows when you've got like the mum and then the grandma and like the daughter, they're all a bit too close in age, and
like
it's really obvious.
Like in Forrest Gump, like the actress that played his mom was only 10 years older, and then the actress who played Jenny was 10 years younger than Forrest. It was just
it's
crazy.
weird, and it's happening a lot. I mean, I think even like with one actor playing the same role like over a long period of time, like we saw Margot Robbie in I, Tonya, playing 15 all the way like through, and
it's a bit of a push.
Brilliant, by the way. We actually
we love her.
Of that and met her. She's just amazing movie.
And I mean, with makeup and special effects, I think that we maybe should be able to do a really good job of that, but I think a lot of the time it's not actually,
sometimes
it's not really kind of carried out.
But I do think Hollywood is getting better at it, though. I think as we start to see like stronger female characters, I think Hollywood is becoming more flexible, I guess, with age.
Yeah.
Because films like Lady Bird, for example, were all about a woman growing up, you know, and it featured lots of women who were actually of the correct age. You know?
And it's good. It's so good to be seeing that, and I hope that we see that more and more. I mean, I think there's definitely still a gap that needs to be closed there.
And so, me being 17, as you guys probably know, I don't look at all. Lucky that I've actually passed a test called the CHESPI, so I can legally be 18 years old on the set. A lot of people won't hire people that are like 14 to 18 because they get 18, 20-year-olds that can play that age.
So why
and
would
like the classic example of High School Musical, where they're like in their 20s and they're playing high school kids. Even Love, Simon, that was a gorgeous movie. I love that movie.
Great
One of
film.
my favorites.
Great film.
But they're adults and they're playing high school kids.
Over the age of 25.
Yeah. Do you think that's down to these people having a level of sort of emotional maturity, do you think? Or, I mean, it could be like contracting issues.
As I was saying,
like they're older, so they've got that experience to put into that character, and that's why.
There's such a massive difference between 17 and 18 in contracts and in. You don't have to get a legal guardian. You don't have to get all this.
So it's basically the film companies making it a bit easier for themselves.
If somebody's a lead, like like Wonder, he could only work 8 hours a day. 4 hours of it was makeup, and 4 hours was actually shooting, and it really hinders it. That one they had to get a kid, obviously. But for roles that you can get somebody that is over there, obviously gonna go for that because it just helps out a bunch.
What are some of the roles that you guys have had where you've had to play a different age?
I was in Madame Butterfly when this was my first role. I was like 9, and it was at the Sydney Opera House actually, and I was playing like 6 or 5.
Right,
Even now, I'm 18 and I constantly get 14 and up. So, but like 14, 15. I got 12 once. This hasn't really related to movies, but
there you go.
I was driving and I went in to pay for petrol / gas, whatever you want to call it. And I went in and the woman there was like, oh, I'm sorry, is your mom with you? Did you drive here on your own? And the legal age to drive a car or like have a permit is 15. And I was like, this year?
I also think now that we're getting more and more female filmmakers, we can actually see the narrative start to change a little bit. And I think now that we don't have these like, you know, older male, like making all the decisions, we can have women like supporting other women in film and not saying like, oh, you need to look younger, you need to be thin, you need to be wearing this.
It's just a different perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that perspective is changing for the better so that we're getting a real and a more genuine story.
Especially because it's people who actually care about telling a story rather than just which film is going to make the most money.
It's diversity in storytelling, which is really exciting.
Absolutely.
exciting.
A lot of the roles I get, I'm playing a much older guy's wife. And I'll be like 20 years younger than him, and then on screen will be, you know, meant to be roughly the same. Maybe he's meant to be a little bit older, but definitely not like 20 years. It's happened quite a few times in theatre as well. Theatre's a little bit more. Let's go and see what people have to say.
Let's go do it. All right, we are outside asking people to guess how old we are. We're here with Mario, and let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Let's go for it.
I don't know, I want to say 15.
15? All right. And what about Ella?
That's a hard one. I don't know, 18?
I love you, Mario.
So I've just turned 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then Ella
I'm
is
27.
27,
Wow.
so you were 9 years off.
That's awesome.
So we're here with Lisa. Lisa, how old do you think Kai is to begin with?
Kai, I'd say like 16.
16?
16?
Okay.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am then?
24, 23.
I'll take that.
Okay, I just turned 17.
So it's
you
very
were close.
So yeah, and I'm actually 21, so...
So you're younger than me.
Yeah.
Actually, you're both younger than me. How old do I look?
No, don't do
No,
this.
I don't think that's fair.
Okay.
So Alexis, what do you think?
I think you're 27. I think you're 25. I think you're 18.
Woo! All right, how close
Interesting.
was she?
So I'm 17, I just turned 17.
I'm actually 21.
Oh, dang.
And you were spot on. I'm 27.
Wow.
That was insanely interesting.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
That's crazy. Unexpected. Okay.
No, what do you do?
Okay, I think this is all we have time for this week. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you tune in every week to keep up with our shenanigans. Yes, like, comment, subscribe, share, let the whole world see what's going on with the hashtag Me4TV. I'm Ben,
I'm Ella.
I'm Kai.
I'm Karlisha.
and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
I'm not. See ya.